ever see. Well over 200 yards receiving. It's the Steelers.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And while he won't admit it because his team lost the game, he had some fun in the last one.
He threw for over 400 yards.
I mean, there's no getting around it. As a QB, yeah, okay. We lost the game, but boy, that felt good flinging it around. Now he's got to figure out how to do the exact same thing, yet turn it into a win.
And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Weston. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On 1st and 10, Weston. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Maxwell. And he'll get it inside the 35. The Steelers at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. Charles, they were losers last time. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. Well, this Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Back to Taylor on 1st down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Weston. That's complete right around the 8. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. And now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner. And that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there. His 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. Here's the Steelers' kick team as they'll boot this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. So out comes the Washington offense as they get their first shot. And a look here now at their 4th-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Back to throw. Vance got this complete to Jahan Dotson. The quick slant, good for 8 and a first. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Steelers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Up the middle they go. It's Maxwell, and he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. The tight end in motion right. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
But when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get. Taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
On 3rd down, Maxwell. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That's sacked by Tremaine Edmonds. But just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Maxwell, and he'll be taken down at the 34. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Looking to throw. Weston trucks over him. Touchdown! A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Now the try here for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Commander's going to retake the field for drive number 2. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here. No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flush, and a big loss here as he's taken down. T.J. Watt in there for a milestone sack. That's number 150 of his great career.
Well, if the goal is to get back into this game, the offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
He sets up the screen to Jones. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They're on the good side of this game right now with a lead, but they were on the bad side last week in that loss to Cincinnati, so now trying to make amends. On first down, Weston. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Chase Young in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The Steelers on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Operating from the gun, Weston. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here's Jones. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll go again to Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Operating from the gun, Vance. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Throwing on first down. Vance. And incomplete on the deep ball. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and this shows on the scoreboard.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Steelers are going to take over here up near the 40. That's now a second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They'll send the tight end in motion. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He turned that into a nice game. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on third down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on third downs all year long. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 41. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to get to himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
They talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. To throw on third down. Vance caught outright by Renfro. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Washington going to send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. Pittsburgh offense making their way back out. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Off the play fake. Weston sliding out of the pocket. And a throw right sideline is complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's ride up. Let's ride up.
Let's do this, man.
In motion goes the tight end. On 1st and 10, Weston. Over the middle, complete. It's Joseph. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. On first down, Weston. And in for the Steelers touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league, but this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Now they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Holding. Repeating.
So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
On second down, Nance. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. On third down, Vance. Got a man, it's De'Ami Brown, complete. Touchdown, Washington! De'Ami Brown with career touchdown number 60. And the Commanders get a bit closer. Extra point right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's De'Ami Brown who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. So a sensational return there on special teams, a foot race that he was not going to lose. Now, meanwhile, while that was going on, we've got an injured player on the field. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Looking to throw on second down. Vance, throw left side, taken in by Renfro. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Vance. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Second down at 6 now from the 42. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
To throw on 3rd down, Vance. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 44-yard line. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Operating from the gun, Vance. Looking right sideline, that's complete. A huge play there for Washington. 42 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Commanders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this.
Have to review the play.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 122 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Off-play action. Weston rolling to his right. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And a solid run down inside the 30. And quickly they get to the line. Second down, another run with Taylor. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Looking to throw. Weston. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high-percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
He's going to keep this again. And once again, the Commander defense stout against the run game. They drop him for a second straight play. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
They'll run on 1st down. Maxwell into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Jonathan Taylor taking it in from a yard out. And the Steelers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. A 10-play drive that time. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. Hunter Renfrow to return it from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. At their own 16-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Vance looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. A huge play there for Washington. And even 50 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 27. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week. Back now at FedEx Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. To throw on 2nd down. Vance. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy on the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Now here's There's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
You can almost see all the defenders rubbing their hands together with glee because we all know they relish the chance to bring down a quarterback of his caliber. Anyone who brings him down has plenty to talk about. Not just a sack, but a big win built on the efforts of this defense.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Back to throw. Vance. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Vance. And he'll just get rid of it. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of cover.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. T.J. Watt, his 2nd sack of the night.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game. And now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Weston, he'll rifle this one deep right side. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 39 yards there, a big one.
Even with a big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Weston. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Commanders are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Washington on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and a mile. Back to throw. Vance. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, 1st down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out, and we're going to get a review of that last play. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Throwing on first down. Vance. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he's going to have a Commanders first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Back to throw again. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Steelers are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stairs on that sideline. This is one of those games where you just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
145 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Trying to lay one up deep. It's caught inside the 25. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Steelers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Just a 4-play drive that time, and it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. From his end zone, here's Renfrow. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So out comes Washington's offense to take over. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, Vance. Going right back to Dotson. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Vance. And that's caught inside the 30. Yeah, he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Flush to his right, complete to Jones. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Looking to throw. Vance. His pass caught at the 4. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. To throw on second down. Vance to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And it'll be intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here, because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given, and it doesn't always work out that way, as we saw there.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He finds his man, complete. That's Joseph. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
First down, Steelers.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. Weston. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing again. Weston. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for Pittsburgh, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they will be at home for one next week against the Las Vegas Raiders. Meanwhile, for the Commanders, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans.